Welcome to Dr. Fred Markets. This is not financial advice. While most people scroll past the noise, a few take the time to understand what's really going on. Finance, crypto, artificial intelligence, this is where it all connects. You made the right choice being here. Let's dive in.
War makes boring plastic stocks go parabolic. Look at today's tape. S&P 500 drifts at 745, down a lazy 0.3%. Nvidia rips 3.6% higher because AI. Meanwhile, Rocket Lab, the only pure-play public space launcher, just sits at $83.35, red by 0.07%, while headlines scream about U.S. strikes on Iran and attacks on commercial shipping routes. So you've got 1. Active U.S. military strikes. 2. Real-world attacks on cargo ships. 3. A private space giant, SpaceX, now entering what analysts call the post-honeymoon faith phase. Translation: the dreamers are in, the tourists are leaving. Here's the cliff. Whenever shipping becomes dangerous and communication becomes strategic, defense tech and satellite infrastructure stop being cool tech and start being the plumbing of war, which is exactly when the big money sneaks in. Here's what nobody tells you. Modern conflict runs on 3 pipes: data, position, and logistics. That's satellites, rockets, and a mountain of unsexy defense tech. When tankers get hit and drones start flying, the market doesn't rotate into morality. It rotates into whoever makes sure the missiles land and the ships don't sink. Signal 1. Shipping lanes get hairy. Global supply chains pay more for certainty than for fuel. Weather, pirates, drones, sanctions, none of that matters if you can route smarter than the other guy. That edge lives in data from above. Radar sats, communication sats, tracking constellations beaming real-time intel to ports, cargo insurers, and militaries. Signal 2. Launch costs are collapsing. SpaceX drags the whole sector down with reusable rockets, and now Rocket Lab, with its rapid-fire small launches, prices space like cloud computing. You don't pay for a rocket, you pay to move one payload up the stack right now. War loves that. You need a spy satellite up next Tuesday? Fine. Launch window booked. Signal 3. Defense budgets never actually shrink when the news looks like this. They just get renamed. Counter-UAS. Maritime security. Resilience. Every new line item needs hardware in orbit and hardware on the ground to talk to orbit. Radars, antennas, encryption, guidance chips, hardened data centers. So your pattern is this. Shipping gets attacked, governments scream on TV, diplomats posture, and in the background, contracts quietly flow to the companies that turn chaos into coordinates. Here's the connection nobody wants to spell out. Space is just the high-ground version of defense tech, and the money treats it as one trade. Rockets and satellites are not sci-fi, they're just artillery with better math. You're not betting on exploration, you're betting on who invoices the Pentagon, NATO, and every shipping insurer when the Strait of Hormuz turns into Mario Kart.
Does what you just heard make you want to dig deeper? Good, because that curiosity is exactly what brought you here, and the second part is going to take it further. Let's go.
The surprise, the least glamorous part of this whole thing, the data plumbing, is often where the fattest margins hide. Satellite operators selling bandwidth, ground station networks renting access, little defense contractors making sensors, targeting software, or secure modems that bolt onto ships and drones. Everyone drools over rockets. The quiet profits sit in keeping those rockets useful once they've flown. So what do you actually learn today? One thing, war and shipping risk create a space defense spread. When headlines go hot, defense tech and space infrastructure don't trade like tech toys, they trade like insurance with rockets attached. The mechanism is simple. Step 1. Risk spikes in real-world trade. Tankers hit, drones fly, sanctions fly back. Insurers, navies, and big shippers panic, but they don't retreat. They pay up for visibility and precision. Step 2. Demand jumps for real-time Earth observation, secure comms, and precision targeting. That pulls revenue into satellite constellations, launch providers who can slot missions fast, and defense electronics companies plugging into those networks. Step 3. Governments justify bigger budgets without saying we're escalating. They say protecting infrastructure and securing trade. The check still clears. The space defense complex still eats. Now your move. This is not financial advice, but here is the truth. If you only chase AI names like Nvidia, you treat war headlines as scary noise. If you understand the space defense spread, you read the same news and see an order book. One action you can take: map the chain. List a launch provider, a satellite operator, and a boring defense tech name that feeds them. Think guidance, sensors, secure comms, or hardened data centers. Then track them against three things over the next month. 1. Defense headlines. 2. Reported defense contracts. 3. Satellite launch schedules. You will watch the spread move in real time and stop trading vibes. You learn one concrete skill: how to translate US strikes Iran from anxiety into a checklist. Who launches, who connects, who secures. That's how adults read markets. Summary. 1. Modern wars and shipping attacks pump money into space and defense tech, not just oil. 2. Rockets are just the front door. The real cash hides in the data plumbing and precision gear behind them. 3. Your edge is tracking the space defense spread instead of doom-scrolling headlines for free. Subscribe if you want markets translated like this every day. No bedtime stories, just the parts that pay. This is not financial advice. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and check the links in the first comment below.
That's a wrap for today on Dr. Fred Markets. I hope this gave you something to think about, a new angle, a clearer picture, a better question to ask. Remember, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, always. If this video added value to your day, subscribe. It's free, it takes 2 seconds, and it's the best way to support this work and keep it free for everyone. You'll also find every video as a full article on the blog, drfredmarkets.com, and the newsletter is in the bio. I'm Dr. Fred Markets. See you in the next one.